Hello everybody, my name is Gentlest Page, and today I will be reviewing set number 75015, the Lego Star Wars Corporate Alliance tank droid. The set contains 3 minifigures, as you can see right here. The piece count I don't know, and it uh, it was released in 2013 for about $20 or euros, and I got mine secondhand, and you can see it in this minifigure, but I'll get into that. And I think I got it was a couple of years ago, but I think I got it for about the same price. So, about those minifigures, let's get into them. Okay, so there are a B1 regular droid, we have Jango Fett, and we have a Phase 1 clone trooper with a pretty big gun. Let's take a look at Jango Fett first, because he's probably the most interesting one of the three. So, for Jango Fett, he oh he uses a chrome silver, no, not chrome, just pearl silver coloring for his helmet and jetpack. Then he has two regular light gray blasters, and he uses a sand blue variant for both his arms and his legs. What's interesting, or probably the reason why I got mine for so cheap, is because he got a crack in this arm, which is pretty common amongst the minifigures that are a bit old. And my Geonosian droid isn't perfect, but probably because the original owner of the set didn't really know the worth of the set, because this character is worth well, more than I got him for. As for his helmet, I like him. Oh, he's falling over. I like it. He's in pretty good condition, I would say. No really scuffs on the minifigure at all, except for the one arm. And the helmet is pretty good condition. And if we take it off, you have his original face. And then we need to go and look at his back torso printing. And now looking at his back torso printing, you can see there are a bit more scuffs, a little bit. There you can see one. That's probably because of taking the jetpack off like a couple of times. But that's Jango Fett. Let me continue to the Clone Trooper. Well, this is a Phase 1 Clone Trooper, at the point where they didn't really have the feet printing, or the leg printing at all. He has a big blaster, pretty good design. It's after the Clone Wars design, so it's like the more movie accurate one. His helmet also, there are like variations between them, and I didn't realize that until I got like more of them of different time. Mine is a bit dirty, I see here. Well, I need to fix that. As for his face, it's the classic angry clone face, which they now discontinued, luckily, because I don't quite like it. So let's keep his helmet. Let's keep its helmet on, and let's go on to the last one. The last one is the Geonosian droid. What's interesting about it is why I'm showing it like this. I will change it a little bit later to take his parts and to make it like how it should be. But I'm taking a look at it in this way because I will show what you can get if you buy something second hand. The minifigures will probably not be in perfect condition, as you can see here. Some parts of the set might be missing or misfunctioning, and that's why I'm taking a look at it this way. If I got it new, I would probably have a better version of it. But I'm just sending out a warning: if you buy it secondhand, note that not everything will be perfect. My seller did say that this figure was a bit off, but it's still something that needs to be said. So this is how it should be. Again, this isn't how I got it, but it's like the darker color instead of the original, of the normal tan variant. and I like the normal 10 variant better. That's just my thing. For the rest, it has articulation, the arms can articulate. It has a backpack, and it's kind of cool color if you want something ingeniosus where it would probably have like the already 10 would be the ground color. So I get why you would have it in another color, but I like the original more. So that's probably everything I need to say with this one. Now, yeah, I said it. Now let's go on to the vehicle itself. As for the tank itself, it's pretty big. If you look at a minifigure, it's like about 2 to 3 minifigures tall, and it's pretty long. The first thing I want to say is I'm surprised about how well it rolls. As you can see, the thread, it moves. And when I saw the set for the first time, I was like, it will probably not move that well. The track would probably slide across, but now it does because I'm here. But it doesn't. So that's like a big plus for me. You can also drive it from here. I did try and think of how you could motorize it, but it would be a whole problem. So probably won't do it, and therefore steering would also be impossible. So let's go on to the next point. The next point are the turrets. They have flick fire missiles right here, where you can. Oh, there goes my black in the background. So where you can flick them out. If I can get a good shot of it. Yeah, that's a good shot. And they have spares right at the back here. Now I've taken it off. But I have spare right here, and you can reload. You have the same on the other side, so you get 4 shots in total. The turrets themselves, they don't move up and down. I thought they would, but they don't. The eyes, or probably they're not considered eyes, but more like sensors, but they do move up and down and side to side, but they are meant to stay in kind of the same position. Something I do need to say is they move pretty easily, so if you knock it down, you will see that they're out of line pretty commonly. It happens too much, and I don't really like it. I do like how these lines, how these pieces go all down to the behind. It's not a wheel. Well, let's just call it a wheel. To the back wheel, and it looks pretty cool. Also, the technique is pretty good. You can see it in my speed build, how it's built. If you take a close look at it, I quite like it. These front skids, like what they're called. They have sliders on the bottom, and I thought they would hinder, but as you can see, they don't. They do sometimes flop about, especially in the case where I have them, where they hang over of the edge, and so they rotate it a little bit too much. Be wary of those. They're not fixed, so technically, if you would have like a slope, an increase, they would go with the vehicle, and that's pretty cool. And as for the other side, it's just the same thing mirrored. The front side looks pretty cool. As for the top, it's kind of unique shape. I don't quite know why, but it's interesting. And the bottom, not really that interesting. Let's get my final thoughts of the set. So, as for the set, my thoughts. One thing I have to say is it's a typical set where the good guys, in this case just one single clone trooper, they don't stand a chance, because these are the sides. We have a lot for the bad guys and a single bit for the good guys, and so it needs another set for you to have a real play with someone, to have a real fight going on. I quite like that they have a clone trooper in there. They could have also just not included it, but it is something that's worth mentioning. So the turrets don't move. It's fine. Then it is my reason. If would you buy this set right now for what it goes? I wouldn't. If you want to buy a new in box, I won't do it. It's too expensive. Maybe secondhand if you get lucky for this price for like €20, $20. And I'd say yeah, sure. For 30, well, hope that the characters are in great condition. But then you need to think: is it something you want? Because if it wasn't that cheap, I wouldn't have bought it. That's the thing with my set. The vehicle, it's pretty great. It's not the best droid out there, like the Hellfire droid. I really like those, and I still haven't gotten one of those. But then you need to consider: is it something I want? And next to that, I think they will also release one pretty soon, like in the next 2 to 3 years. I hope they will release another, but they haven't really released any real Clone Wars sets or Clone Wars era sets. So I wouldn't get my hopes up too much, but I think they will. Then it's just really a case if you want a set or not. If you like the vehicle, if you like the droid, then you should definitely buy it if you get the chance. As for the minifigures, just be wary when it's secondhand. You can get something where the minifigures don't quite are not in perfect condition, or have something which isn't really the right part. Maybe they don't have accessories, or they're missing some parts. Most people on online online sellers, they have something where it doesn't really work that well. But for that as a whole, I really like the set. So, no, really like. I, I like the set. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and while you're at it, maybe subscribe. I will have I do have a speed build up. You can find it in the description, and go ahead and look at all my other sets reviews that I have, and my Hogwarts. Until next time, I'll see you later.